What's up everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about crawling in an X3 Max. Now, those things tend to get a lot of heat because they're so long, limos, Batmobiles, whatever you want to call them. And they are long. Sometimes that has its advantages, sometimes it has its disadvantages. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so just so everybody knows, this was shot earlier in the year. This was before even planning on having a side-by-side channel, so a lot of it's shot on cell phones. The footage is pretty good. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. But here's what I wanted to touch on. Now, for the most part, I'm going to be focusing on my XRS Max, 2019, and at this point in time, while we were in MOAB, it does have 35s on it. I didn't have the high clearance rear trailing arms. It looks a little bit different than it does today. Different roll cage, has the rack on the top and all that kind of stuff. So, moreover, the point of this is I really want you guys to see how the suspension's flexing. And one of the biggest things about this is I don't have any sway bars. Those are removed. I'm running the Walker Evans links in the back. Just gives it a little more flex in the back. But what you'll notice, you know what, let me just show you. So this is on the MOAB rim trail, and this is just coming up one of the obstacles down at the bottom. But I want you to watch my car right here. This is just, if you've done it before, a little rocky, ledgy section. Look, complete contact, no tire spin, just whips right up that thing. So here's a comparison. Coming up here with a 1000 XP, 32-inch tires, Walker Evans, shock therapy, the whole thing. You can see the bump, and it's kind of stuck there for a second. Now, that was not just about picking a line. You'll see this as each and every car comes up. Here comes a KRX, taking the same line. Watch what happens here. Hits the first bump, same way, comes up, and get a little grind in there. He goes just a little bit different over a ledge, thinking it was an easier way. Got a little bit hung up there. Bump and go. Another XP 1000 two-seater. Stuck. Bump and go. Turbo S coming up on the back. He takes it to run basically the same line I came up. You can just see how much stiffer this suspension is on this thing. Not a whole lot of flex. It stays pretty flat, which is really nice for going high-speed turns and stuff like that. And I will check it just over this obstacle here. Again, 35-inch tires. Smoking right off the gate. No momentum, slam it, get moving. Spin, spin, spin. So I actually think that's pretty cool to see. Like, everybody took, for the most part, the same line up those rocks. And you could see how easily mine just sort of walked up. I didn't spin tires. I didn't really hang up, which is something that can happen. But I also think it's important to note that now with the Pro R, that four-seater, that thing is the same length as a Can-Am. You know, obviously way beefier, way heavier, bigger machine. But it runs into the same issues that you would have with a Can-Am Max. Just, you know, the longer trailing arms, a lot of area that you've got to skid over. So every inch of ground clearance is really, really important. Now, for mine, I'm running the shock therapy springs. I'm running 35-inch tires. I've done the clutching. I've done everything else. And I'm at a height that it's pretty comfortable, especially now with those high clearance trailing arms. I don't really hang up on much anymore. It's just that rare occasion which is going to drag almost anybody's belly. The hardest part is when you're managing sort of the uneven terrain, like getting a back tire up too high where that thing is just so long you can come into some real tippy situations. But on the vertical climbs and the shelfy climbs and things like that, it just rolls right through. So now check this one out. A bunch of machines coming down through this one section. I can't remember the name of the obstacle, but this is on the way down, not the way up. But you can see how everybody handled a little bit different, and just sort of watch how everything kind of flexed through in this section.
You may have won today, but I'll see you at the finish line. All is fair in love and war. You put no brakes when you're riding to the core. All is fair
Okay, so last thing. You don't see a ton of people out crawling these, and there's a reason. A ton of horsepower, light, super fun to go fast in, which I absolutely love, just hammering down on this car. But I gotta tell you, for the most part, you know, when we go out and crawl, I wanna make sure that I can keep up with everybody, and the thing just kicks ass. I mean, it's done some of the most difficult trails with ease. It's only been on its side once, and that was driver error. And, you know, for the most part, I would take it anywhere. I don't feel like the length is a problem. And if anybody's out there who's considering this car and worried about that, like it's not gonna be able to get in and out of places, your hardest thing is gonna be moving tight angles, not the crawl itself. You got enough power to bump over stuff, but it's more in the tighter maneuvering that's gonna be a bigger issue. And even then, you know, if you're picking your line right, it's just smooth sailing, so I really wouldn't worry too much about it. If you want to see more action out of my machine and some of the other ones in the group, click this video right here. You'll really enjoy it. A lot of fun that we're having out there. Come along for the ride, but check it out. See ya.